Claude just dropped a brand new feature for Cowork called Dispatch, and it lets you control your entire desktop AI agent right from your phone from anywhere. Imagine this, you're at a coffee shop, you pull out your phone, text Claude, hey, go research for the best face moisturizer on Amazon and order it for me. You put your phone down and sip your coffee. And by the time you're done, it's ordered and ready to be delivered by tomorrow. Your Mac did all the work at home while you weren't even there. Now, if you have watched my OpenClaw video, you're probably thinking, wait, doesn't OpenClaw already do this? And yeah, it does, but Dispatch does it without the security risks, without the messy setup, and without surprise API builds. You scan a QR code and you're done. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what Dispatch is, how it's different from OpenClaw, and I'm going to walk you through 3 real use cases that I tested myself. Let's get into it. Quick context, if you've seen my Cowork video, you know Claude Cowork is basically an AI that works on your computer. It can organize your files, create documents, browse the web using your Chrome extension, connect to services like Gmail and Notion. It's like a personal assistant that lives on your desktop. Dispatch is a brand new feature that creates a bridge between your desktop and your phone. You can scan a QR code in the Claude desktop app, it pairs with the Claude mobile app, and now you have one continuous conversation with your AI that works across both devices. You can be at a restaurant, at the gym, on a walk, pull out your phone, tell Claude to do something on your Mac. And it does it. Your Mac just needs to be awake with Claude app open. It's available for Mac subscribers now and rolling out to Pro users very soon. You need the latest Claude desktop app and mobile app. Open Cowork, tap Dispatch, scan the QR code, and you're connected. OpenClaw is incredible. I made a whole video about it, but Dispatch and OpenClaw are solving the same problem in very different ways. First, security. This is the big one. Researchers have found over 135,000 exposed OpenClaw instances on the public internet. Over 50,000 were directly vulnerable to a remote code execution exploit, and about 12% of community-built skills on ClawHub were found to be malicious. That's scary when you're giving something access to your email, your files, and your browser. But Dispatch runs in a sandbox environment. Every action requires your confirmation. Your files never leave your machine. Anthropic has a dedicated security team behind it. Night and day difference. Second, setup. OpenClaw requires you to spin up a server, configure API keys, connect messaging platforms, install skills. It's a whole project. With Dispatch, you can just scan a QR code and you're done. Third, cost. With OpenClaw, the software is free, but you're paying for API tokens every time it does something. Those costs add up fast and they are unpredictable. With Dispatch, it's just your existing Claude subscription, no surprise bills. Now, to be fair, OpenClaw has its advantages. It's model agnostic, it works through WhatsApp and Telegram, and it also has over 70,000 community skills. If you're a power user who wants maximum flexibility and you're comfortable with the security risks, OpenClaw is still a great tool. But for most people who just want something safe and easy, Dispatch is the answer. Alright, let me show you what this actually looks like. 3 use cases I personally tested. First one, I've been meaning to buy a new face moisturizer. If you've ever tried shopping for skincare on Amazon, you know it's a rabbit hole. Hundreds of options, confusing ingredient list, fake reviews, it's overwhelming. So I pulled out my phone, wasn't even at my desk, and in my Dispatch conversation, I typed, I need a good face moisturizer. Go to Amazon on my Mac, research the top rated option for combination skin, and compare at least 5 different products, look at ingredients, reviews, price, and recommend the best one. Then add it to my cart. And then I just put my phone down. On my Mac at home, Claude opened Chrome, went to Amazon, it searched, opened multiple product pages, read through reviews, compared ingredients, and came back to me on my phone with a full breakdown. It recommended one and asked if I wanted to add it to the cart. I said yes, and then done. And the whole thing took just 5 minutes of my time. This would have taken me at least 20 to 30 minutes of scrolling, and instead I let my AI do the research while I was out living my life. I have an expense tracking spreadsheet on my Mac, an Excel file where I log receipts, date, vendor, amount, and category. The problem is, I always forget to update it. I get a receipt after lunch and I think I'll add it later, and then I never do. So after lunch, I took a photo of my receipt, opened Claude on my phone and said, here's a receipt from lunch today. Go to my Mac, open my expense tracker in Documents, add this entry with the correct date, vendor, amount, and category. Also save a copy of this receipt in my receipts folder. Claude read the receipt, extracted everything, went to my Mac, opened the Excel file, added a new row with all the data in the right column and saved it. This only works because of dispatch. Regular Claude cannot touch your local files. Connectors cannot do this either. You need Cowork's local file access and the ability to trigger it remotely. And last one, for my fellow creators, I was out running errands and needed a thumbnail for a video that I was about to upload. So I pulled out my phone and told Dispatch, hey, I have a script file in my videos folder on my Mac. Here's the video title. Go to my Canva in Chrome and create a YouTube thumbnail for this video. Claude went to my Mac, opened Chrome, navigated to Canva and created a thumbnail based on the title and context that I gave. All while I was standing in the line at a coffee shop. These little time savings compound when you're managing a channel on top of everything else in life. Now, I have to be real with you. Dispatch is brand new, it's a research preview, and there are some rough edges. Your Mac has to be awake with Claude app open. There are no notifications yet when a task is complete. You have to check back manually. Everything runs in a single thread. It can be slow sometimes. You might have to wait a minute or two for complex tasks. And it cannot open native Mac apps like Photos directly. It works through the browser and your local file system. But for an early release, the foundation is solid. I can already see where this is headed. So that's Claude Dispatch. If you have been watching the AI agent specs, OpenClaw, Cowork, Perplexity Computer, things are moving fast. But Dispatch feels like a real important piece of the puzzle, controlling your AI from anywhere safely with zero setup. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. And drop a comment what you would ask Dispatch to do from your phone. I'm genuinely curious. I'll catch you in the next one. This is Anjana. Bye-bye.